What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Gakis, and today we have a quick but massive PSA for Destiny 2 players. Run, don't walk to the tower and talk to Zavala, because the featured Vanguard weapon this week is the Mint Retrograde. This is a god tier weapon, and anyone can get it. You simply need to increase your seasonal hub rewards for this week by playing activities, and once you've unlocked the ability to buy the Vanguard featured weapon from Zavala, you just go and pick what role you want. So, why is this weapon so good, and what role should you pick? Well, let's take a look. Quite literally one of, if not arguably, the best overall gun in the game right now. This thing is absolutely incredible. The only special micro missile frame pulse rifle in the game right now, and it just claps. So, in terms of the roles on offer, which one's the best one? Well, starting with the far left, Envious Arsenal is god tier, one of the best left column perks you can get. However, nothing that good in the right column, especially not to combine with Envious Arsenal. Like, one for all is okay, stats for all, one for all is a bit of a wombo combo, not that great. One over, okay, rewind rounds, the other god tier left column perk you want. In fact, this role here has both of the S tier perks that you want in this left column. You either want rewind rounds or Envious Arsenal. Rewind rounds especially is fantastic with the Mint Retrograde, because the magazine's only 6, but it's not 6 shots, remember, it's 6 bursts. And so every single shot in that burst will trigger towards rewind rounds, which means the game thinks you're hitting way more shots than you actually are, and you will get your entire 100% of your magazine back when rewind rounds trigger. So incredible perk. Again, just kind of mid perks in the right here, unfortunately. Then for the next one, rewind rounds again, but one for all, Master of Arms. Master of Arms probably getting a little bit better here. And then we have in this one, stats for all, hatchling, chain reaction, one for all, not very good. Finally, in the right column, here it is, guys. Rewind rounds, again, one of the god tier perks, plus finally, one of the god tier perks in the right column, bait and switch. Now, it would be better to get bait and switch plus, where is it? Envious Arsenal, because you're switching your weapons to trigger bait and switch, and you're also switching your weapons to trigger Envious Arsenal. But make no mistake, guys, you're going to trigger bait and switch once, like the first time, and then you're going to absolutely crank with rewind rounds, constantly reflowing your magazine. This is an incredibly good role here. Flared Magwell plus high explosive ordnance. Neither one is, probably just go with Flared Magwell, to be honest, and then put on maybe even a magazine size increasing perk. Remember, because this is tier 4, you actually do get the enhanced version, and we can see that an enhanced backup mag will put the magazine all the way up to 7. So we actually really don't need a magazine extending perk right here. So overall, rewind rounds, god tier, bait and switch, god tier, especially for damage output. If you are not using it for DPS, you're using it purely for ad clear, just swap it over to chain reaction. This is an incredible role. Now, in terms of some of the other roles, like probably the next best one I would consider, I think it's probably going to be this one. Rewind rounds and Envious plus slice, and one for all, you can trigger slice to sever your target. Overall, again, you'd much rather prefer bait and switch or elemental honing, but yeah, guys, the fact that you can just go and pick up a tier 4 mint here with some very saucy rolls. Again, this roll I think is the best one you want. Rewind plus bait, incredible DPS, really incredible DPS, guys, and also just gonna nuke ads as well. Like, even if you're not triggering bait and switch, you really don't need it. It's just such a fantastic weapon overall, so really something worth getting for sure. Especially if you're someone who doesn't play very much, if you're a relatively new player, if you've kind of been disenfranchised with Bungie's choices more recently, all that stuff. The fact that you can still get a Mint Retrograde guaranteed. You get to choose your role, whatever works best for you. Again, I would recommend this one right here, this fifth one here, the one on the far right. But whatever one works for you, you can feel free to ignore me. If you think you really want, rewind plus one for all, that's pretty darn good as well. No matter what you choose, this is such a fantastic weapon that you absolutely want to. If you haven't been playing for months, log on, pick it up. It is worth it. As long as Bungie does nerf this weapon, and even if they do nerf it, to be honest, this will be a very relevant weapon for a long time. Guys, that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.